If you're interested, you can pause and read. So for a closer look, that's the factory clips. I would say that the original cowling would be unaffordable. So I'll have to remove these, otherwise I can't fix the window weather protector, because I'm pretty sure that it goes along this surface here. It can ride up. Might be able to film it better this way. Just can't get some light up. Okay, that's the best I can do. So this rides up. This is the housing for the rear view mirror. And we can see in this area we've got this tape there, and the bit underneath, this is that's shaped. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to go along here. So maybe we're looking at fixing to the metal. I think that's the clue. The this fake chrome area. So okay, well, what I did was I bent these tabs down to try and save them. I think I'll probably be the last owner, or the second last owner, but it is always best to try and preserve these. So I bent them down, and I found that, and I put the cowling on, they actually come close to the edge there. So what I want to do is I'm going to drill a hole and put a small bolt through there, and put a nut on the inside, just to give it more support. I do want to put one of these on the other side, and I won't have that option, but it's best to preserve them and use that as a fixing point if possible. I intend to put a bit of, I was going to put silicone along the top, just in case they started to come off, because the thing is, I need rain protection as well. So the rain, there is this channel here, but the rain will come over here and go down. And if there's some sealant along there, it'll do a better job. And also to keep it fixed to the vehicle as well. Now, I was going to use silicone, but I think I'll use a coloured no more gaps, because the no more gaps is similar to this, where I pulled the old window protector off, and that can probably be removed with a caramel wheel as well. I'll just show that. Now that was fixed up at that point there. It could have been put down here. In fact, that's probably, but in summer, this is a station wagon, and in summer there's a lot of build-up because of the amount of area and glass. So I need to keep my windows down. We also get some monsoon or rain that'll go in, and there's electrical switches down there. So, but anyway, when I removed that, of course, there's the tape there, and the tape was left here. So what you use there to get rid of that is a caramel wheel. It's sort of like an eraser, and it goes on a drill, and you just sort of work it, and it'll kick it off. I got this at Bunnings. I couldn't find it at Super Cheap Auto. So again, truth is stranger than fiction, right? So there's some information. It's just called a caramel wheel. Okay, so you clean the mating surface off with alcohol. So I'll go and get that Okay, so as we can see, this is non-drinkable alcohol sprayed on a very clean rag once all this is off. And so that's the mating surface there, so I'll be cleaning that off. It's not ideal, it's better on paint because there's a wider area. This is only say a 10 millimeter, 8, 9, 10 millimeter thickness of chrome there. That's why I want to use these fixing points and a bit of sealant around the edges. So I'll get the caramel wheel going. The next job is to get rid of this tape residue here. That's how the window weather protector is located. And we see here that the design is actually stepped down, and it's even got this sort of little lip here. So that's the main, that's your protection there. It brings it away from the window. But as the water runs down, it gets closer and closer. See there. So that would mean that the water would actually sort of flip. It'd be inclined to flip in and under and down, sort of like that, into the car. You know, a real design would be that this would just continue down like that. This is very, very flexible. It's not ideal. I don't know what protection this would offer, to be really honest. And just to prove my point, we see that this area is designed properly. Okay, so in that it comes out and it pretty well goes down. There's a bit of a lip on the end there. Okay, but where you really need the protection, which is here, that's the design. When you actually think of the mechanical aspect of it, it's just completely nonsensical. Okay, well, I'm not an expert at this. I've just put the shaft of the caramel wheel in a drill. The speed is on high. For this, I'm going to have to put the window up, and for the installation they say it needs to be down. Well, it does really, because so it's spinning clockwise and I'm working back, so that seems to be the best way. The batteries wore out straight away with the battery drill. This is connected to the mains, okay, and this is the best way. Okay, so the residue I'm able to get off with thinners. Well, it's called mineral turpentine. I get that at a hardware shop. So I just put it on a paper towel and clean it up. Works okay. Okay, I've got my rubbing alcohol. So I'm wipe this down with that and apply the new adhesive. This is what they used to rub the, you know, the audio cassettes, but there were the two big reels, and you had the pickup reader that the tape went past. You used to clean it with this, or they used to clean it with that. Hopefully it'll bend a bit and I can work it around this corner. Just seems to be trying to do. Okay, happy days. Well, I don't know how, but I've just removed it, but there was a piece of tape here that was absolutely undisturbed. I don't know how it was there. When I was grinding it all off a couple of days ago, I thought I'd got rid of everything, but something must have come down here and somehow survived. So anyway, let's wipe it down with alcohol. That will be following the silver bit and going along the back edge there and sticking onto the silver down there. Okay, it's now wiped down. I'll show that process a little bit later. Now to install these, what we do is we peel off a little bit. So we peel off a little bit of the backing. Just get a little bit started and peel it to the side there like that. So that's how it goes, like that. And so when we've got it partially installed or started, we're able to pull down on this tab and take the tape off. So that bit's there and that's there. This has no stickiness to it. It's just a type of finishing type of gasket. Okay, so that goes against there. So I'm just going to place these bits, hopefully so that when it's installed I'm able to reach and grab them and tear them off. So I'm going to just grab that way. Situated. and this back bit. So it's pretty much where it should be, so I'd like to get a little bit more of the fixing points done. Just to hold that, I'll just check that that's all on the camera. Slid down a bit, that's okay because we can still adjust it. Situated like that. Right, so I just check. So it's okay here. It's hard up against here. Now I can just take the tape off and I can put some silicone in along the edge later on. So a little bit of it stayed on there, so I'm probably going to say that that's okay. I'll just press that down. I might try and fish that little speck out later. Okay, so that's it. So now we've got those metal brackets. And I have to drill a hole down through there, those three. I'll probably put some silicone to plug these other ones up. I understand those clips now. You're supposed to install them and then push them up underneath and then tighten them up, and that will at least give you some type of metal fixing point. I'm going to order another one of these. That seems very good. So I'll just climb in. Okay, so my first impressions are that's nice. It's got a good tint to it. It's not tinted too much. This comes out. It's fairly close there. It comes out here, which will provide me with a lot of window space. I'm able to wind my window down in the heat of summer, and that will be protected from monsoonal rain. I can have it down to here, and not much will come in on the side. It's got a good bow out there. It's confidence inspiring. I'm very happy with it, and I think it'll be there for a long time, and it won't come off while I own the car. Another thing I really like is you can see that this is underneath and it bows out here. And the plastic also has the same shape, so it's bowing over there. It's got a good bow to it. Then it comes in and sits on this part here. So that's, yeah, I'm very happy with it. That's cool. So we might be able to see there what I'm talking about. You can see the tape underneath. And then she runs along. These are the clips. I'll have to drill a hole there and put a screw through there to hold that. Do I need it? Probably not. However, I'm always on the safe side. I will be putting a bead of silicone, very thin bead of silicone. I'll be taping up on the paint. That'll give it extra protection. This does have a tendency, the tape, to maybe separate sometimes. So just to be on the safe side, I'll also put a bead of silicone through there and under here, so we can see we can see how that sits. If I get a bit of focus on that, then we may be able to see that a bit better. I'm just not able to get the lens looking parallel straight in there, but what I see is the tape underneath that's fixed to the silver bit here, running through here. Okay, and so just to give you an idea, there's not much, doesn't stick out all that far, right? So that's what I wanted, and that's what I got, and it's all good. Okay, so here's the old one. I'm going to reinstall that, really, because there's nothing else, and also that being $90, the front one. I don't really want to spend any more money. And plus, if rain goes in, I've got the back seat folded down, and I've got a type of plastic tarp that goes down there, and I put all my tools in there when I'm using the car. By the way, I'm not using the car at the moment. It's a spare car at the moment. Anyway, this will be installed the same across here, and then it runs out a little bit there. Right, so that means that's how it'll go, and it'll be happy days. So let's install that. Okay, so it is literally rubbing alcohol, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so same thing. I've got that peeled off a bit there and there. We're coming down the lowest point possible here and here, because it does bow up a bit, and it'll taper off down here. So it'll be something like that. Okay. So actually I might just peel that off a bit more. Peel that right off. And then these. Okay, and then happy days. So I don't trust this stuff as much as the stuff that came with the front one. So that's why I'm going to apply some silicone. So that should be good. The back window will come down to about here. Okay, that's cool. Let's see how that looks. Okay, not bad. I think that'll do. Okay, so that's what I used on the back window weather protector. I get that from Bunnings. So we'll see how it goes. I think with the silicone bead along the top that it'll be okay. Okay, so there's the finished product. It's been sitting outside for about a week, but I'm very confident that that's going to stand up to a downpour with the windows down. Other side's done. I might have mentioned that I got these front window weather protectors from Super Cheap Auto. So you can see there that there's plenty of coverage. Okay, so that's job done. Very happy with that. All good, over and out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It's the 29th of the 9th, 2024. I just need a quick video just to wrap this video up now. So this is a test of a little bit of silicone put on the side of the car, and we're going to see how easily silicone can be, or maybe even can't be, removed from the car body. So okay, well that's not good. Okay, well that would take some considerable amount of time to get a streak of silicone off above the window weather protectors if they were removed. Okay, well at least we know it can be with a lot of work. That was just a very little bit of silicone. I've got a little bit of petrol or gas on this rag, and is there any damage? That's the question. I can't really see. There could be a tiny bit there. There's something just there. I don't know what it is. I'm not even really sure if that's where the streak of silicone was. But you can probably see from that angle anyway. But I'll just pan across it from the general area where the silicone was. Okay, so it is possible, but yeah, it could result in some damage, although from this angle here I can't see any at all. It would be just purely the work of it to remove it. Okay, the other way is to use this this metal bracket here that goes up underneath this lip of rubber here. There's a hole there. Now this is what we use to go through and connect the and tighten up on the small metal bracket. It's just two pieces of plastic, very small nut and a bolt, so you can see just how small that is. So this isn't long enough for this car, so you would have to source your own after paying nearly $100 for this piece of plastic. So I'm thinking possibly the best way to do it would be to thread that through there. Now these are very easily dropped. You may have to get spares. So I'm just going to try to poke that through. As we can see, it's come through. And if this was long enough, the thread, we would tighten up on that, but there's nothing there. So that would actually be fairly a robust fixing point. I've done it the other way to stop any leaks and deterioration of the seal here. But you know, that's up to you. This is only a thin bead. It's a lot of work to remove it, although there is that that area there to work on. Silicone, as we saw, it won't come off easily. So that's your decision. It's your decision, and all the best with it. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been of some sort of help. Please like and subscribe, and over and out. Thanks for watching. Here's what it looks like in black silicone. And the clear silicone.